What is going on, guys? It is Ahmed and I am back today with yet another video for you all. Finally back home. Good to be home, but it was very important to spend time with family. But without further ado, guys, today I want to talk about Zomedica and what to watch for next week. First and foremost, remember my channel is not for financial advice, nor am I a financial advisor. Rather, I just try to put you guys on the plays that I am in. So as we could see, Zomedica ended the week pretty poorly with the price action that actually broke $1 and stayed under $1 at 85 cents a share. So over the last 5 days, if we look back Monday through Friday through the week, down about 28%. We saw it kind of break out, and again, after it bottomed out at 92 cents, or we thought it bottomed out to 92 cents, it bounced right off of that, up 27% from that. But then unfortunately we saw yet another pullback. So people are asking, did I sell my position in Zomedica? Am I still as bullish as I was before? Guys, nothing has changed with my thesis on Zomedica. Now, again, lots of things happened, right? So we know that if you visited the website, something I addressed earlier this weekend, maybe it was on Friday actually, that Zomedica decided to dedicate a direct sales force for True Pharma because they were not happy with how Miller Vet was going about selling their products. Right? Not enough of the units were being sold at the pace that they wanted. Now, so if you read through, the thing that really excited me is the fact that the Chief Commercial Officer, the VP of Sales and Chief Commercial Officer, Burke Herbst, he's actually a previous head of sales and marketing for IDEX, and he's going to be kind of in charge or taking charge of the direct sales force task. That is very, very exciting. In my opinion, a lot of the retail investors didn't think so. A lot of people were selling out of their position because, again, trade volume is going down for most penny stocks, right? The hype is kind of leaving and switching over to cryptocurrency. So before I continue on to the video, I do want to mention, don't miss out on getting your 2 free stocks. So as you can see here, you can get your 2 free stocks when you deposit $100. The first one you get just for opening your brokerage with Webull between $2.50 and $250 cash. And then when you make an initial deposit of $100, you get between $8 and $1,600 back. It's all you and your luck. One person told me that they got a free Facebook stock, which is I think a few $100s. So again, it's you and your luck. So go ahead, open a brokerage again. You might end up liking Webull a lot. So feel free to click the link below to get your free stocks. Also, get your free Bitcoin when you start an account with Blockfi. So as you know, cryptocurrency is currently the hot thing. It is growing, up and coming. And you can see here what the payout structure, but they will give you up to $250 in Bitcoin with just depositing X amount of money into your account. No other strings basically. I have my Blockfi account, so I encourage anybody that's interested in the crypto space. This is one platform that can get you going on your crypto investments moving forward. So go ahead, take a look at Blockfi. Now, back to Zomedica. So we can see again, pretty poor price action, pretty exciting news in my opinion for the long term, the longevity of the company. But as we're seeing pretty strong pullback, down about 68% in total. But guys, next week I am very excited because again, we are now past there was previously an 89-cent support line. We broke that support. So what does that mean? It means that there is potential to enter into the stock if you're someone that is long-term on Zomedica. So if you have not established a position yet, or if your position size isn't where you want it to be and you're looking for better entry points, look at the technicals, right? We don't have any solid support lines between now and 14 cents. But again, we know what's happened in the past. You can see Zomedica was very, very, very comfortable around $1 for a long time before it broke out. So it was between about 80 cents a share. You could see even sometimes somewhere in close to 81 cents, all the way up to 97 cents, just intraday trading. And then kind of just hovered around there. So at 85 cents, pretty attractive pricing. Right? Trade volume is not where it was. We need some magnificent or significant news, and it should be magnificent as well, but we need news that's going to excite the retail investor back into these plays. A lot of the penny stocks, right? I could look at every single one on side of Zomedica. Senstox, Senseonics, right? Look at the 6-month chart. Rode up to about $5.27, pulled back 64%. Just like Zomedica, look at BNGO. A lot of the healthcare penny stocks, guys, it's a common theme across all of them. 63%, 64%. Zomedica down 63, 64% from its all-time high. The list goes on. Atosa Therapeutics, right? One of the other ones that we've been in for a really long time. Look at the all-time high, $4.33, down about 64%. So what does that mean? We're seeing the exact same trend lines and trends for all of our penny stock picks. People are moving money out of speculative plays into more, more guaranteed, stronger, more well-rounded stocks, which is very sensible. It's not a bad thing to do that, because I always talk about diversification. About maximum 10% of your portfolio should be in things like Zomedica, Senseonics, Bionanogenomics, Atosa Therapeutics, right? Speculative plays that have very strong potential in the long term. And once big news comes out, right, things like FDA approvals, FDA related, or just basically new literature, research coming out around the company, that is what's going to help these stocks break out. And again, they're currently, the prices are probably a lot more realistic without the hype being in place. Because if we follow the, we look at that, we're currently under the 50-day EMA, right, the estimated moving average. So at 1.5, which is $1.50, that is $1.51, that's where the 50-day EMA. Anything under there is probably a considerable good spot to get in. The RSI, anything under 30, oversold. Anything over 70, overbought. So currently with the RSI for Zomedica at 31.62, pretty close. We're approaching that 30 mark, so which again only helps us say, okay, there's even a better entry point if we approach under 30. So we know there's these levels of resistance on the way up from here, but we're hoping to break $1 next week. And that's kind of my anticipation, is that yes, the news people were shocked by the fact that they're switching from distributor based to direct sales, which is a big step. Maybe not selling the right direction at first, but long term it really isn't bad news at all, in my opinion. So I'm hoping that we do break $1. We might see it, hang around there again for a little while before new news comes out, because now maybe some more institutions might start to buy in, and more retail investors. Because remember, Zomedica is now on the S&P 500 Pharmaceutical Index Fund. That is very good news for them, because people who are not looking to just put all their money into speculative plays anymore, they are switching to ETFs or more indexes, correct? So with Zomedica being a part of the S&P 500 Pharmaceutical Index Fund, alongside Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, right? I'm saying the big names that are the vaccine names, yes, but these are all part of that ETF, and it tends to be a pretty well-moving ETF. So let's just pull up the S&P 500 Pharmaceutical Index Fund. Let's see if we could pull it up quick here. SP Global Industry. Yeah. So anywho, if you pull it up and you just look at its average movement, you can see over the year it's performed very, very well. But alongside everything else that was in a lot of these speculative plays, it was up to 6.4, down now pretty significantly since, came down to about 5.6. But now that Zomedica is included as part of this, that is big news for the company. Sorry, let me make my screen a little smaller so you guys can see. But you can see there the timeline in the last year. It's performed very, very well. Outperformed the S&P 500 index fund, right? Just a regular S&P. So remember, guys, this is just, again, me informing you with what I am doing with stocks, and the fact that only positive news has come out recently for Zomedica, and a lot of people are selling their shares. For all of us, including myself, right? I'm a person who believes in this company. I think it's going to do very, very well long term, and I like to compare it to Tesla. I know it's a completely different behemoth. Tesla is, of its own kind, but look at how Tesla, the trajectory. Don't look at the actual value nor market cap. Look here, right? For a long time, kind of consolidated. Not a lot of people believed in the whole EV idea, blah, blah, blah. They don't believe in their fundamentals. But then we see, a decent 200% run up between August to February 28th, right over here, about 300% run up. Then a significant pullback, 50%. Right through the end of March for a whole month, bearish. And then guess what? Slowly but surely, it started rising right back up. And that's very common in the stock market. Now, I'm not saying Zomedica is going to follow exact suit, but we have to realize, as people who are investors, ups and downs are going to happen. We're going to see things go up and down based off news, based off speculation, etc. Until a stock or a company ends up truly outperforming what expectations are from Wall Street and the retail investors, that's when we're going to start seeing people buy in. So between now and the Q2 earnings in the next couple months, there might not be significant movement, but there also might be, depending on how far back it pulls back. And we don't know what's going to happen, so dollar cost averaging into the play is always the best idea, right? So if you're someone who's very bullish on Zomedica and you think it's going to do well long term, then, again, look where it was. It was only 15 cents a share back in April 2020, a year ago. And even now, up 460%. At some point, absolutely, it was up 1,600, but you're still up pretty significantly if you're someone who bought a year ago. But since, between then and now, there was 36% losses over a span of a month, right? Again, we could see all these different losses, 33%, 50. You were down potentially 62% at one point between June and October of 2020. So if you would have bought in at 9 cents a share, good for you, right? Because as long as the company fundamentally does not change and they have the same exact values moving forward, you can hopefully guarantee that you're going to get your money back. And at the very least now, from the current price at 85 cents, what does Wall Street tell us? Only one 5-star analyst from H.C. Wainwright, very, very spot on guy. He's 51%, 224 out of the 438 forecasts that he stated did hit. At least was his target. So currently his price target is $1.20. I know it wasn't favorable to look at that when it was at $2.70, 80, 90 cents a share, but now it's below $1. This is very, very attractive pricing with $1.20 potential upside. So 41% upside from an investment that you might come in on now. So that is all I have for you today. Keep an eye out on Zomedica for next week. I'm anticipating some big things for it, price action wise, hopefully, and maybe some company news. But until next time, everybody, keep investing.